Hey foodies, thanks for watching. It's the most wonderful time of the year, and today I want to show you how to make a roast turkey dinner with all the fixings from start to finish. And today I've got Jamie here to help me. Hi Jamie, thanks for coming.
My pleasure.
So we're going to start by making the dessert because everybody loves dessert. I mean, I'm sure you like dessert too.
Yeah, for sure.
So if you grab that bowl
All right.
and the knife, we're going to chop up these 2 cups of dates.
Okay.
We just want to coarsely chop them.
Coarsely chop? What, like 1 inch or just like hammer away?
Just hammer away.
All right.
They can be whole, they can be... We just want to just break them up a little tiny bit.
Okay. Oh, they're sticky.
They are very sticky.
Is that because they're really sugary?
They are.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all the natural sugars in them coming out.
Oh. Ooh. I'm messy.
No, you're doing great.
Great.
You're doing great. Maybe down at this end.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Patience. Is this the part where you speed it up?
No, I think we'll keep this in real time.
Painfully slow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that looks great.
Good? That's
Yeah.
good.
So
Okay.
those go all in here.
All in there. Wow, that's a sticky knife.
Yeah. So we don't need the knife anymore.
Oh, I'm good.
The dates are just so good.
Should I not be eating your food before it's done?
That's all right.
Okay.
So to that, we're going to add a half a teaspoon of baking soda
All right.
and a teaspoon of vanilla and a cup of hot water. Do you want to give that a stir with
Sure.
either the spoon or the spatula?
It may not be very hot after how long I took.
And while you're stirring that, I'm just going to grab the next ingredients. That's great.
So why was it baking soda?
The baking soda, it
Why in
helps.
there already?
It helps infuse and soften up the dates.
Right.
Okay, so let's set that aside,
Okay.
and we're moving on to the mixer. So if you want to get the paddle in, and we're going to mix all of our dry ingredients. So that's 2 cups of gluten-free all-purpose flour.
Okay.
Today I'm using Frankie's gluten-free all-purpose flour blend, and it works cup for cup.
Cup for cup.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Cup for cup means, so if you have any traditional recipe, it will work the same. You don't have to make any substitutions, whereas like if you use just a rice flour, it would...
So if it says like 1 cup of all-purpose flour, then you just use 1 cup of that.
That's right.
Okay.
And then we've got 3/4 of a cup of sugar. That goes in. And then we've got, again, a half teaspoon of baking powder this time,
Okay.
and a half teaspoon of kosher salt.
All right.
And that goes in, and we're going to give that a light stir.
Okay. Like with this, not with my
Yeah.
hands. Okay.
No, not with your hands.
I'm not as slick as this guy is. There we go.
Okay, that's it.
That's it. All right.
And then we're going to crack an egg.
Yeah.
And I like cracking an egg into a separate container. And do you know why?
So that if you get a piece of shell, it doesn't go right in here.
That's right. Or if the egg is turned or
I've
something like
watched
that.
his videos before.
There we go.
Right in there?
Right in there.
All right.
And then a 1/4 cup of light salad oil.
Okay.
Sure.
Multitask.
And then we're going to take the date mixture,
Uh-huh.
and that goes in as well.
Alrighty, it's looking
Water and everything.
much more datey.
Perfect.
Oh, there's more in there.
Is there more? Okay. Now we just turn it on and mix it.
Okay. Not up high first, right?
No, not up high. Start it off slow, and then we'll slowly work it up.
Okay.
That looks really good. So let's lower that down,
Alright.
and we'll scrape off the paddle.
Alright.
We'll take the paddle off, and
Yeah.
if you want, we can even take the bowl out. We need a bit more room.
That's better.
Yeah.
This This is why you have a baker in your house.
So this will make 12 ramekins or a bundt pan of a cake.
And ramekins are the little white dishes, right?
They are
those little things?
these little things.
And the bundt pan is the one with the hole in the middle.
That's right.
I know what I'm talking about. Okay, I think that's
yeah, that looks good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrape down the walls just to make sure it's all really well combined.
Okay.
There, that looks good. And then I have 12 ramekins here. And we've got a green portion scoop. Wonderful. And what we'll do is we want about a half a cup or a green portion scoop to go into lightly oiled ramekins.
Okay.
Did you want to do any of this?
Sure, I can do that. You want me to do that?
Sure.
Now, if I went to a store, all the green ones can be the same size? Is that
No, I would look for something that was...
Okay, so it's like half a cup?
Yeah, about a half a cup.
Okay. So it's not standardized or anything?
According
to color?
It should be, but I've seen them
okay.
different colors.
All right. So...
Now you want to make sure it's not too overfilled.
Okay, was that too much?
No, that looks all right. Oh, there, I'll fix that.
We can use our fingers still?
Well, my hands are clean.
Your hands are clean. I don't know, it's getting baked. It's going in high heat.
Yeah, that's true. That looks good.
It's a little bit stuck there. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go.
I don't think we're going to get 12.
We're not going to get 12?
No. Maybe 9.
And then we'll scrape that
Yeah.
into a...
You getting splattered?
No, I just didn't want everything to fall all over the place.
Oh.
There we go.
Do you think we'll get one more?
So there's like maybe 9.5 in there.
I don't think we want a half.
You don't want a half?
No.
Do we want to add any to the others, or is that dangerous?
No, we could add a little bit to this one. It was a little on the low side. And that one.
Okay. So this one.
Yeah. Yeah, like that.
And this one?
No, that one.
That one.
That, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to get rid of those. That looks good.
Looks good.
So this is going into our preheated oven of 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius for about 20 minutes or until a skewer inserted comes out clean.
All right.
Yeah. We'll be right back. So while the sticky toffee puddings are in the oven, let's make the toffee sauce.
Sounds good.
And it's a really simple recipe. So over at the stove, we're going to melt some butter.
Okay.
And that's just going to take a minute or two to melt.
Alrighty.
Oops.
Oh, you got some in there.
There we go. And we'll just let that melt down.
So it's okay for it to simmer like that, but you don't want it to go too hard?
Yeah, I'm just turning it down a little tiny bit.
Yeah.
Just so that it doesn't burn.
Okay.
I mean, a bit of browning is nice.
Is it okay to stir it, or is it like sugar where you want to just leave it alone?
No, we can stir it. Okay. Absolutely.
Can I use this little fella?
Sure, give it a stir.
Ooh, went right in.
Yeah.
Butter smells so good when it's
Butter does smell
so good.
How's it looking?
Almost done.
Wonderful.
I think it.
Okay, so we're going to shut it off.
Okay.
And we're going to put 1 cup of sugar in there.
Okay. And that's brown or golden?
Brown sugar. Brown or golden sugar.
Is there a big difference between brown and golden sugar, or?
Well, I just call it brown sugar.
Okay.
Ooh. So give it a good stir. So if you left that on the stove and put the sugar on,
yeah,
you're more at risk of the sugar crystallizing.
Okay.
And it'll get those hard crystals.
Okay, so it's like grainy?
It gets granular.
Ah, okay.
Whereas when it's more like this,
yeah,
you don't get that granular or crystallization.
Okay, and that's because it's not still cooking.
That's
it's
right.
just hot.
That's right.
Okay.
And then let's pour in a half a cup of whipping cream.
All right. Even better.
Even better.
Oh, hold up, we don't want.
Oh, look at that. Last few drops.
It's so satisfying using a spatula to get that stuff in.
And then we just want to mix that in
Okay.
until it's fully mixed,
Alrighty.
which shouldn't take too long.
I can see that is starting to turn into that kind of toffee sauce consistency
Yeah.
under there.
I'm wondering if a whisk might help.
Ooh.
I'll grab the whisk for you.
Are you willing to whisk it?
I am willing to whisk it. Oh, look at that. What a difference.
So how do you, whenever I whisk anything, it ends up with all kinds of bubbles in it. How do you not do that? Because that does not look very bubbly.
I've never had that issue, that problem.
I'm just too strong.
You must be just too strong.
It's too much strength going into my whisking.
I guess I just don't lift the whisk up,
Yeah, because it looks like you're just kind of stirring it around.
because if I do
Yeah,
that, you can see
that
more
it gets
bubbles.
bubbly. That's what I do. That's the difference.
So I just let it ride on the bottom.
Okay.
Okay,
Nice smooth ride.
there you go. So that
That's the toffee sauce.
is the toffee sauce. So
Okay.
we're just going to set that aside in a nice warm spot.
Okay.
I'm going to put it over here
In my heart. It's a nice warm spot.
in your heart.
Where does this go?
That we'll just set that
We're
aside.
done? Okay.
Yeah, we might use it. No, we won't use that.
Yeah, because it's going to be sticky.
So let's make the pesto for the turkey, because it's a boneless turkey,
Okay.
and we're gonna do
Did it grow that way?
No, it didn't grow that way. I went to the local butcher shop and asked my butcher to debone a turkey, and
Okay.
they were happy to do so for me,
Okay.
as long as you have a good relationship with your butcher.
Well, I gotta go. Okay.
All
right.
But I want to do a sage cranberry maple syrup pesto.
Okay.
Which I
So
think-
we're like spread on it and roll it or
Yeah.
something like that? Okay.
So why don't you start
Okay. With.
the sage? We're gonna put the sage in the food
Alrighty.
processor.
Oh, I love that smell.
Doesn't that smell good?
Oh, it smells so good. And this, you grew this
Yes.
because you're fancy.
Well, sage is a really easy herb to grow.
Yeah. Okay. And now.
A bit of olive oil, I
A
think.
little bit of olive, like a little bit, or like me a little bit.
You a little bit. There we go.
Good.
That looks good.
I
Salt
love
and pepper.
your squeezy bottles. Salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Uh,
Salt is the
it's the white.
white one there.
How much?
A good helping, because it's
Well, it's pesto, right?
It's pesto.
So like 3 of these.
Yeah.
More.
no. That's a good start. You can't take it out.
He likes it salty.
You can't take it out, but you can always put it in.
Yeah.
And fresh ground pepper.
Oh, yeah. Is this your small pepper mill?
That's the medium pepper mill. Okay. And then let's zhuzh this up or grind it up a little bit before we add the cranberries in. That catch you off guard? Okay, that's good. Oh, that looks good so far. Now let's add the cranberries.
Alrighty. All of them?
Yeah, let's add all of them. It's about a cup of cranberries.
Alright.
And then we're going to add in some maple syrup.
Okay.
Not all of it. I'm thinking about a quarter cup.
Oh, I don't know how much that's going to be.
It's around that.
Alrighty.
Quarter cup is 4 tablespoons. And then let's mix this up.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be pureed.
No, it's just.
Got it backwards.
Yeah, of course.
There you go. That looks good.
That's good?
Yeah, that looks great.
That's good. Alright.
And let's just give it a try, make sure it's good. Oh, that's beautiful.
That's good?
It's always important to taste things as you go.
Show it to the people at home.
Yeah. It's not too salty.
So I should taste this?
Yeah.
Fingers
give it a
are
try.
okay?
Yeah, go
Okay.
for it.
Well, welcome.
It is good, isn't it?
No, I wish I still had the spatula.
Well, grab another spatula from the... There you go.
Oh, that's good. And are we putting this in something or just leaving it as is for...
Well, we're going to use that. I'm going to grab the turkey.
You can grab the turkey, okay.
Okay. So here's my turkey. And I was gonna show everyone how to debone a turkey, but I thought, no, that's kind of gross. I didn't want to do that to anybody.
You don't want deboning ASMR on your channel?
No, preferably not. I think I need a cookie sheet. So I'm gonna put the whole turkey on a cookie
On a
sheet.
cookie sheet? Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna cook it in that. But to tie it up,
Oh, that smells good.
let's get rid of that. Okay, so you can see we've got our no bones in the turkey.
Okay.
And I'm going to flip it over. There.
All you people at home can't smell this kitchen, but it is amazing in here right now.
So because my hands are turkey covered,
Uh-huh.
you get the job of putting everything non-turkey based
Okay. Onto the turkey.
onto the turkey.
Okay, so I'm going to remove this first because I like my fingers intact. And we're using all of this?
Yeah, I think we can use all of it.
Alrighty.
What's really nice about a deboned turkey is when you roll it, you've got a mix of white and dark meat as you slice into it.
I believe I had it at your restaurant.
Yes, you did have it at the restaurant.
We have met before.
Okay, so I'm going to just spread it out. And then there is some string there.
Okay, yeah.
We'll need the scissors. And if you can cut me something around... Yeah, we'll start with that. And I'm going to just start tying this up. So actually, if you want to slide that under,
Slide under, like in the middle or
just
under?
under. There we go. And I'll just start trussing it up.
Okay. Trussing?
Trussing.
Trussing, okay.
There we go. It always looks so weird once you start tying it up.
I mean, you took the bones out of a turkey.
Yeah. Okay, and back. The sounds that it's making. Okay, and we use a little bit more string now.
Okay.
I think we have a little bit too much pesto,
Heresy.
but that's all right. And I'm going to start at this end and work my way in. So if you want to do the same thing. Great. Thank you.
No problem.
It's just tying it together. Come on, where's it go? And all I'm doing is I'm going around.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that just fell apart. That's all right, I'll tie it together. Where'd the string go? Actually, I think I'm going to leave that on this pan.
Mm-hmm.
In a tuck.
Instead of in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And I think that looks pretty good.
Okay.
So this is going to go into our preheated oven of 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius until an internal temperature reading of 74 degrees Celsius comes up.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to put this in the oven, we're going to clean up, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. So we've got roast vegetables to go in the oven, and I like using roasted vegetables for my turkey dinner because it makes things easy.
Nice and easy?
Nice and easy.
Yeah.
So if you want to grab your knife, and we'll cut off both ends.
Both ends, okay.
Of the sweet potato.
Alrighty. Oh. So you want to get rid of the little elf boot
Yeah.
bit?
And then we're going to slice it in half.
In half? Okay.
Watch your fingers.
That's why I did this.
Perfect.
That's why I
We'll
did
do the
that.
next one as well.
Alright. So. And in half.
Yeah.
Okay.
So sweet potatoes bake really quickly, actually,
Oh, yeah?
compared to carrots.
I am not a skilled chef like him.
Oh, you're doing a great job.
Look how pretty they are.
They look really pretty.
Yeah. They bake fast?
They do bake fast.
Okay, so does that mean that we have to leave them like bigger than the other ones, or?
So they need to be about that size.
Okay.
For the carrots, which we're going to cut in half.
In half. Okay, like which way? Lengthwise?
Lengthwise.
Okay.
And so again, we're going to take off the ends.
Okay.
And you can either peel the carrots, like I've peeled the parsnips,
Uh-huh.
or you can leave them with the skin on. Just make sure if you leave the skin on, you've given them a really good scrubbing.
Okay. Oh, like that? Or would that be weird?
I wouldn't do it that way, but...
You wouldn't do it that way? Well, then how would you do it? Because I don't know. I'm like,
Do you want me to show you?
Sure, you should.
Okay. I'll trade you.
Normally, I would like cut them in half and then do it, because then they're shorter than the blade, right? That's super easy.
Just like that.
Alrighty, okay, I can keep.
It's not super even, but it's even enough.
Okay, well, I mean, it gives it like a rustic look, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
That will go with the sage and cranberry pesto.
Oh, it smells good already.
Smells so good in here. It's bananas. That's when you say it's not bananas, it's sage and pesto.
Well, that's not bananas, it's sage and pesto.
There we go.
And another carrot.
Another one.
Guess we could have pre-cut a bunch of these, but
We could have pre-cut a bunch of them.
it's all right.
It's just more content for the people at home.
That's right.
I feel like we're in like an infomercial, you know, where they're trying to tell you about it does this and it does that and it blah blah blah, and they have to chat while they're.
To show you just how easy things are.
Will they show you just how
there's
easy
another
everything
one.
is? There's another one.
But yet, wait, there's more.
It makes pizza. It makes cakes. It makes stew.
So we've got parsnips next.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to do the same thing, cut it down the middle.
Down in the middle? Okay, these look more manageable.
Yeah.
What are they? You know.
Probably easier to cut too.
There we go.
You know what? I think I'm going to grab our big bowl.
Great big bowl.
Great big bowl. Well, I guess it's not that much bigger.
Hey,
Well, we might put them in two bowls.
it's a bit
and
bigger.
Here's a couple more.
More parsnips.
More parsnips.
I love parsnips. For some reason, I had not eaten a parsnip until I was like 22 years old or something like that.
They get so sweet when they're roasted in the oven.
Yeah, they're really good. I just didn't make it home, that's all.
How did you have them when you had them for the first time?
It was just oven roast like this. I think it was just like this. And they were really good. I think actually it might have been my mother-in-law.
Oh.
Who may or may not be off camera right now. Who first made them for me.
Yeah, she's assisting us today.
She's assisting. I mean, I believe she invented those sticky toffee puddings in 1654 or something like that. In the Highlands of Scotland.
Okay, so I'm going to...
We have fun.
We do have fun. I'm going to drain off the potato water.
Okay.
And then let's toss these in a bit of olive oil and salt and pepper.
Okay.
Or
So
salt.
we're not cutting those up.
And we're not going
They're
to
just
cut them
going
up.
in? Okay.
That's right.
That's fun. I like it when they do that because then they're like crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. Yeah.
Okay. And then you need some olive oil.
A little extra for him.
Well, potatoes need the extra salt. It's a good starch. And then we'll just toss them.
Alrighty.
And then I've got a parchment paper lined baking sheet. And we're just going to dump them right on. And then we'll do the same thing with...
So we're going to toss all these?
Yeah.
Okay.
You might want a bit more olive oil and or salt.
Sure.
That looks good.
I'd only ever had sweet potatoes mashed. I'd never had them roasted before. Until I met your mom. And they were incredible. I mean, I've had them mashed where they're nice, but I prefer them this way, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll just take these out.
Okay, and you don't have to put them like cut side down, or
You can do either, honestly.
you can do either. Okay, is there a difference, or does it not really matter?
I don't think it really matters.
Doesn't okay.
And then the carrots and the parsnips.
I'm gonna do this half at a time, I think.
Yeah, I think so. They're going to be hard to coat. There, we both get our hands in there.
There we go.
There we go.
Do we need this anymore?
No, we're done with that.
Oh, okay.
This is going to go into the oven as well, right beside the turkey.
Okay.
And we're going to keep an eye on them. I'm going to use a fork when I pierce the potato or the sweet potato. When it goes in really easily, then we know that it's done.
Okay. So you don't have to like push. It just goes in?
It should just go in.
Okay.
Now, we're going to make some stuffing. And I've got a day-old loaf of bread here. A gluten-free loaf of bread.
It's a gluten-free loaf of bread. Can we make lots of stuffing?
We can make lots of stuffing. I mean, I love stuffing.
What kind of monster does not love stuffing?
That should be enough.
Do we not want the ends?
The ends are going to be a little bit on the tough side.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to leave them out.
Can we like croutons out of them or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I know things.
You do know
I know
things.
things.
So I'm just going to split this up relatively evenly.
Okay.
What I'm going to have you do is we're going to slice it into cubes.
Okay. So kind of like making croutons.
Kind of like making croutons.
Okay.
And I'm going 3 cuts by 3 cuts.
Okay. I can do that. So we're cutting them into 16ths.
Yes.
I can do math too.
It's always very satisfying slicing bread.
Yeah?
Yeah, I enjoy it.
it's not quite perfect, but
Well, you've got 2 more piles to practice
it'll
your
do.
perfection.
And this looks like it's like a multi-seed.
It does look like it's a multi-seed.
Ah, that's good.
It smells good, whatever it is.
I like bread with more flavor in it.
Why is that?
'Cause it tastes better. It's got more flavor. I want more
Yeah.
flavor, you know? I'm not against having like a plain white bread, but
But multi-seed or
I like multi
pumpernickel or
grain
something.
or pumpernickel or sourdough or something with just a little bit more.
Wonderful. We'll get all that in.
Okay. So that's my bowl.
That's your bowl of stuffing. So to this, we want to add some salt
Okay.
and pepper.
Okay. And I've never done this before. How much salt? Like lots?
A good amount, but not
I'll let you tell me.
a bit more. That's a good start. Okay. And then we want to put in almost all of the poultry mix,
This?
which is that.
Poultry mix.
Poultry mix. So it's
Okay.
your favorite poultry seasoning, which to me smells like ground up sage.
Yeah, I smell some sage. Is there cumin in there or?
Could be a little bit of cumin.
Okay.
Not all of it, though.
Okay.
Not all.
Not all. Oh, shoot. I thought you said to put it in.
Yeah, we'll keep that.
We'll put a little more.
That's all right.
You gotta keep a little bit behind. Okay.
There. And we'll use the spatula,
Oh.
and we'll mix this up
Okay.
just to combine it.
This is why I need help right beside me. I see this is getting in all the little
Nooks and crannies.
nooks and crannies, little air holes and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
So we're going to keep mixing it in a minute.
Okay.
So let's put the bowl aside,
Okay.
and we're going to take the celery and the green onions,
Okay.
and these have all been washed,
Uh-huh.
and we're going to chop these up.
Okay.
Not with this serrated. So I'm just going to
After the spice incident, I don't get to use the knife.
No, that's fine. You can chop if you like.
Okay.
Okay, and then the green onion.
Is that going in there?
No.
No?
No,
Okay.
we are going to sweat it off.
Sweat it.
Yeah. Do you know what sweating is in the kitchen world?
I have seen
Aside from being in a kitchen that's too warm?
I've seen people sweating vanilla, but I don't think this is the same.
No, not quite. So we're going to use the stove, and we're going to cook everything on the stove. There, you set that aside.
Okay.
So I'm going to heat up my pan.
Okay. We're using green onion here. Could you use like a typical like a white or a sweet onion or something
Absolutely.
like that? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you can use a regular onion.
Okay. But
We're
this
just
is
using-
low FODMAP,
It is low FODMAP.
so it's easier for people who have IBS.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely.
Sorry. Now what am I doing?
So we're just waiting for this to heat up. And it's almost there.
Okay.
We're going to grab the butter
Okay.
and some olive oil.
Okay.
And it's going to go on there.
Okay. Right in here.
Yeah,
Okay. So Northern Europe, Southern Europe.
that looks good.
Okay.
And we're just going to wait for that to melt.
Okay. It smells like the turkey, the cranberry, sage, the sticky toffee pudding, the toffee sauce, the onions, the. Oh, it smells really good.
There's green onions. And then we get the celery in there. And I'm just going to stir it a little bit.
Okay.
We're going to season this as well.
Okay.
So we need a little bit of salt and that poultry seasoning.
Oh. My shame
Go ahead.
is back again. And some salt.
Yeah.
Oh, listen to that sizzle.
I love the sound of the sizzle. That's good.
That's good?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't need a lot of poultry seasoning with the vegetables that you're sweating because
Okay.
it's just to infuse them a little bit.
So if I went to a store, would I be able to find poultry seasoning? Yeah? Okay. I don't mean to be stuck on poultry seasoning. I just haven't heard of it before.
No. So you don't want to cook these off too long. Just long enough to get them to warm up a little bit.
Okay. Guess they've changed color a little bit.
Yeah, they've gotten a bit darker.
Okay. And you want all that butter in there too?
Absolutely.
Okay. That helps season it.
It does.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to put this in.
It smells really good.
Okay, if you want to give that a stir.
All right.
Oh, that does smell good.
It does. And are we putting like cranberries or anything in here?
Oh, yes, I
Or-
forgot. I'll get the cranberries. So here's the cranberries.
All right.
Here we go. And I'm going to put a little bit of sage in that.
Ooh. That sounds good.
So I'm just going to grab some more of the sage that I picked.
Well, that sounds like it'll pair with the turkey, like, because the turkey has cranberries and sage in it, right?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I was worried it wasn't going to be wet enough, but it's looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Are you a wet stuffing guy or a dry stuffing guy?
I like it in the middle.
Yeah?
I don't want it to be soupy, but I also don't want to like have to have a drink of water when I'm done, you know?
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm about the same.
Yeah.
Oh, that smells so fresh.
I knew someone who liked it really soupy, but then he would like fry it in a pan so that it was like a cake
That sounds good too.
of stuffing. It did taste good. It was the only way I liked it that
Wet stuffing.
that wet. I mean, I'll eat it. I'll eat it one way or the other. But
Okay.
that's smelling fantastic.
So this is going to go into a medium-sized pan.
Okay, so just into here.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna turn it one more time
Sure.
for my own anxiety's sake. And so this, we can still make this without having to actually stuff it in the turkey.
That's right. Yep.
Okay.
And that way, if you were using a non-gluten-free bread,
Uh-huh.
if you don't stuff your turkey with the stuffing,
Yeah.
then the person that's celiac can enjoy
Can still have it.
the turkey.
Okay, yeah. Because it's not been cross-contaminated. With,
That's right.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't want cross-contamination with gluten.
And I think we could use a little bit more moisture.
Okay.
So I've got the turkey stock there.
Okay, this.
Yep. And we can open that up.
And you made this, didn't you?
We did make this.
I mean, we made it, but I was trying to glaze you up.
Oh, wow. There's an opener there.
Okay. Now
I don't want you to
everybody
rip your fingernails
at home
off.
will see my shame. Oh, I worked. Yay. That one never works for me.
And then just a drizzle.
Just a drizzle?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not dumping the whole thing.
No, no.
No?
Unless you really do want it wet.
Let me know.
Oh, that's probably good.
Probably good.
Okay. And then
That smells good too.
I've got some tin foil.
Okay.
Did you know that Did you know there's actually no difference between the dull side and the shiny side?
I did hear that there was actually no difference between the dull side and the shiny side. It's like part of just how it's made, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. One side ends up dull, one side ends up shiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really interesting. And this is going to go into
I
our
like
oven
this
as well.
shiny side because I get to see your face reflected in it.
Well, there you go. Such a doll, such a doll. So this is going to go into our oven with the turkey and the roasted vegetables. We're going to stir it every so often, and when we think it's done, it's probably done. See you in a moment. So while the turkey and the roast vegetables and the stuffing are in the oven, I thought it was a great idea to make some pull-apart buns, some cheesy pull-apart buns. So I wanted to make it really simple.
Okay.
And Frankie's makes a bread mix
Okay.
where it's just water and salad oil and whatever else you want to add, like cheese. And that makes it really, really simple.
Yeah.
So we've got 600 grams of bread mix.
That's going in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that already has the yeast in it.
It's already, okay.
It has yeast and salt and all the ingredients you need to make bread in it. Is it coming out? Maybe?
There we go. I just have to do the cement mixer thing. There we go.
And then we're going to add in 2 cups of tepid water.
Water. And that's so the yeast starts.
Yeah. And a 1/4 cup of light salad oil. So I'm using a canola oil today.
Okay. Made in Canada.
Made in Canada.
Canola. It really is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to mix that up.
Okay. Is that not the cheese yet?
We have to raise the bar up.
Oh, gotta raise the bar. No cheese yet.
Not yet.
And I'm not going to jam this up to 10
Not
yet.
up to 10. That was easy, wasn't it?
That was so easy.
So we're going to add the cheese.
Okay.
And I've got about 1.5 cups of cheese there. But if you want to put 2 cups in, by all means put 2 cups in.
More cheese than bread.
More cheese, the better.
Come on. Come on.
That's the problem with cheese, is it's a little bit sticky.
Yeah. No, it's fine. There we go.
And we're just going to give this a light mix.
Okay.
So that's that.
That's it.
So why don't we lower the bar
Sure.
and we can clean the paddle
All right, just like we did before.
just like we did before. And I've got a parchment paper lined baking sheet here.
Mm-hmm.
And while you clean that, I'm going to get my portion scoop. But if you want to use like an ice cream scoop, that's fine. This is basically what an ice cream scoop is.
Okay.
I like them because you get the same amount every single time.
It's nice and uniform.
It is.
I guess that would be good at a bakery,
It is.
so that you're always giving people the same portion and you know
Yeah.
how much to order of what and
Like at my bakery.
at your bakery.
Yeah.
Not that I was plugging his bakery. And then we want to go down the sides.
Yeah. Make sure it's all well mixed. Okay, and now we just take a portion scoop.
I'm gonna do this right.
That looks great.
There we go.
And we just, I like starting in the middle.
Okay.
We work our way out.
Kind of like a honeycomb.
Yeah. I guess we could have put garlic in the cheese bread.
Garlic and cheese.
Yeah, that would have been good.
That would have been good. I think cheese is. It's fine.
Yeah. There we go.
Right.
So I'm going to let this rise for about 25 minutes in a nice warm spot. So anywhere in this kitchen.
It's warm in here.
And what we're going to do is we're going to make the cranberry sauce while we wait for this to
Okay.
rise. So I'm just going to set that there.
Alrighty.
And I've got a pot here.
Okay.
And we're going to take our cranberries.
Okay.
So I've got one package of Canadian cranberries. So it's about 500 grams. And they're going to go in there. And then we need a cup of orange juice.
Okay.
I filled it very full.
That's all right.
Careful. There we go.
Dump
And
it
that
in
goes
there?
in. Yeah, dump it in. And then I've got a half a cup of maple syrup, and I'm going to get a spatula.
Yes. I got rid of the spatula.
There you go.
If you spoon it out, the people at home can see.
Because this is like the nectar of the gods, I find. There we go.
All right.
So this is going to go on my on the stove.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just going to cook it down until it gets hot and the cranberries start to bubble. And then splatter.
Okay.
Okay, the cranberry sauce is done, and it didn't pop. It's but it did thicken up quite nicely.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
So if you want to grab the bowl, I'll pour it in. It'll continue to thicken as it cools. But a nice warm cranberry sauce is always nice. Oh, that smells good. You can smell the maple syrup in it. There's that. So I'm just going to set that aside.
Okay.
And these fall-apart buns can go into the oven. And it looks like my vegetables and other things are done. So we'll be right back. It's been about 15 minutes and the pull-apart buns are done. So I'm just going to set them aside. The turkey is done. We've transferred it to another platter because we're going to make the gravy now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go along and scrape this. What looks like black is not actually black or char. It's caramelization from the maple syrup. So it's really sweet. So I'm just scraping some of this. Just that's the good stuff that you want. Okay, I'm going to put this on there, and I'm going to put it on low.
So you just heat up the pan.
I'm just going to heat up the pan.
Okay.
And I'm going to grab a little bit of flour. And I'm just waiting for it to thicken, to heat up a little bit. We'll do that. There, we're already getting a gravy, which is great. Okay, we're going to do that again.
Okay.
And can you get some of that turkey stock there?
Sure.
And you can pour it on there.
Okay.
Not the whole thing, but about half of it. That's good. And what I'm doing is I'm just massaging the flour so that it doesn't, you don't get thick chunks.
Right. You don't get little dumplings.
Exactly. Now, do you like your gravy thick or thin?
I like mine a little more thin.
Yeah?
If it's too thick, I don't know, there's something about the texture that I'm not very fond of.
Okay, so I'm going to shut that off. Just keep mixing it, because you've still got heat there. So we get the really wet drippings in.
That looks good. Should I get a fork or a spoon? Or
There's a spoon right there.
It's fancy.
Oh, I guess that's a serving spoon.
Serving spoon. Well, we can use it to stir.
Yeah,
It's just you and me.
that's true.
And
the
the lovely
backstreet.
folks at home.
And the backstage crew.
And the backstage crew, yes.
You know what I could use? I could use a tiny whisk. Okay, I'd say that's done. So now's the time where we cut the string off the turkey,
Okay.
which is easy enough.
Alrighty.
With scissors that might
There we go.
cut. Okay, I think that's good enough for us right now.
Okay.
We can get the string off.
Get the rest off later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why don't you grab a knife
Sure.
and we can cut that.
Should I get the plates out?
Sure, you get the plates out. I'm going to cut it right into the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love turkey.
Yeah, I love turkey. It smells really, really good. I love turkey, I love cranberries, I love sage. And I can still smell the maple.
Oops.
It's falling apart.
It means it's tender.
Yeah. There's a little bit there.
We'll start with that, why not?
It looks very moist.
It does look very moist.
Yeah.
And then we've got some roasted vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
Some potatoes. Sweet potato. Oh, look at how nicely
Oh, it looks beautiful.
golden brown that is. Oh, it smells so good.
Mm-hmm.
Carrot for you.
Thank you.
Carrot for me.
Thank you.
Parsnip for me. Or you.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, look at the golden. And then,
Yes. The
your
best
favorite
part.
part. We need a spoon. Get one of these. And then where do you want your gravy and your cranberry sauce?
I'll
Got
try.
knives.
I don't know. I'll just put it down. I think.
Perfect.
There we go.
Oh, look at that gravy.
Cranberry there.
Oh, we forgot one thing.
What's that?
The pull-apart buns.
Pull apart bun, yes. I thought you were going to say the sticky toffee pudding.
Well, there's that too.
And they just pull apart?
They do just pull apart.
Just like you said.
Oh,
Or are they?
hi, Julie.
Yeah, they smell incredible. Hello, Judy. Somebody's hungry. These are hot.
They're very hot. Oh. Mmm.
This is really good.
Yeah, I like the toasted cheese on the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mmm.
It's got a nice, like you tap the outside and it feels
Mm-hmm.
crusty, but the inside it's nice and soft.
Mm-hmm.
What do they call that in French? Bien cuit or something like that?
I don't know. I'm not up on my French that well.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. Well, I want to try that turkey, and then I definitely want to try the stuffing. I'm going to get a little bit of cranberry sauce with it.
Start with the cranberry.
That is perfectly moist turkey. And that gravy's not too salty. It's perfect.
Turkey's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm going to try some of the gravy.
I think
Oh,
I
really good gravy.
want some of this sweet potato.
Sweet potato? Alrighty.
Oh, it's like sugar. It's like a candied potato.
It is super sweet.
Wow.
Salty. It's like a custard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you want to try next?
I'm going to go parsnip.
Okay.
It's like a little bit crispy.
I think mine was crispier than yours.
And a little bit chewy, like in a good way. All right, carrot.
Yeah. You're saving the best for last.
What's that?
The stuffing.
Maybe. Carrot's really nice.
It balances out all the sweet.
A hint of salt is nice with the carrot. I think it really brings it out. Potato time.
Potato time.
Oh, look at that. I love when it looks like that.
That's beautifully seasoned. You did a great job on the salt and the olive oil on that.
Everything's fantastic.
It really is. Okay.
Gravy or stuffing time.
Stuffing time.
Alrighty. Perfect.
And it's not too wet. It's not too dry.
It's not dry, but it's still like got some bounce, some spring to it.
And if you wanted it wetter, you can always just add more gravy to it.
Fantastic. You did great.
Well, I don't want to rush us past eating this because I want to finish this. But let's try the sticky toffee pudding.
Let's try some dessert.
So the sticky toffees just popped out
Okay.
really nicely.
Nice and easy.
And then I'm going to get the toffee sauce. Just still nice and warm here. And I'm going to do just a little drizzle
On the plate.
on the plate.
That's fancy.
And then you do a little drizzle on top.
Okay. And we need forks.
Yes,
or-
there are spoons. Oh, behind you.
Behind me?
Keep going. There we go. Thank you.
Here, I'll get rid of these. I've been looking forward to this
Yeah.
from the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
I like the bit of warmth. It's really nice. It balances out. The dates are a nice sweetness. You give little pops of sweetness. It's really nice.
Fantastic.
Yeah, they're excellent.
Now I love dates. I'm a convert.
If you're looking for the recipe or any of the details, you can go to glutenfreeguide.ca. And thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jamie.
This has been fantastic. I'm going to eat everything in this kitchen as soon as that camera gets turned off.
Well, have a good time. Happy holidays.